Here with Mayor Terry and Deputy Mayor Lindsay DeCosto, and we're just talking about beginning this new life, Life Beyond campaign. And we were talking before we came back on the air, this idea that your first 100 days, what are you going to do in your first 100 days? So how do you answer that, and what are you going to do in your first 100 days?
Yeah, I kind of consider it like a probationary period. I mean, and in that period, you really want to make some strategic and, thoughtful goals about what you can accomplish. Right. And we have hit the ground running, but it's been our three priorities have been around building relationships, and engaging in the community, so continuing listening to the residents of the community. But we also wanted to build a strong team, and so we have assembled majority of our team now. We make one final announcement later this week for police and fire, and then the final piece is beginning to address some of the issues that we heard along the way. So around public safety, looking at our Safe Evansville plan. We'll also roll out, I think later this month you'll hear about the Interfaith Council and how we want to utilize the faith community in addressing complex issues in our community. And then economic development, looking and understanding our codes and our licensing requirements and permitting process to ensure that we can, really continue to move forward with development in the community.
And all of those are big needs. I mean,
they are
continuing and ongoing. And you mentioned the appointments of police and fire department, so that's the end of the week. We're going to find out at the end of the week.
We'll say the weekend, yes.
The weekend, okay. Because that was my next question.
Yes.
Now, you knew I was going to ask you that anyway.
Absolutely.
Well, everybody's excited, of course, to hear what comes next. What else has to be appointed? Are there
beyond that, we're taking a different approach with our city attorney, and so we are going to bring in-house counsel and source out, some of the work that's on specialties of legal law firms, here locally. And so looking forward to bring on a city attorney within hopefully the next couple of weeks as well.
Okay, there's just so much to know.
It is.
Oh, yeah. So let's back up to before you decided to run, Stephanie. What was that moment that you finally said, I'm in? I'm in.
Yeah. Well, I would say the moment was on the day before Martin Luther King Day last year. I was sitting in church service, and that was probably my third church service that day, because Martin Luther King weekend, there are a number of celebrations.
Yes.
And I was listening to the preacher, and he was really talking about having a seat at the table and the influence that you have when you step up and step out and make yourself available to serving others. And so that night when I went home, I got in my husband's face and I said, I've said no before, but it's our time. And he said, are you sure? And I said, this is it. And I felt so much better, because for months, it was something in my stomach that never settled well with me, and I never could, even though I wanted to say no, it never sat right with me. And so since that moment, I knew that honestly, it was a God thing, in my opinion, that and everything from that decision, it has just fallen into line and in place. And so I'm thankful for this opportunity. I'm thankful that the community has believed in me to take on this important role, and I hope to serve this community well.
Well, there's so many opportunities.
They are.
Because Evansville is exciting right now.
Yeah.
I mean, lots of things going on, lots of buzz,
is.
Lots happening, but more to come that involves everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How can people reach out to you or get in touch with you, or maybe share their hearts with you on your busy schedule? What will be the way, the grassroots way to get to Team Terry?
Yeah, well, we do have a website, right? It's called teamevansville.com, and they're able to go on there, provide their comments, but also we encourage you to go to the city website. Please share, your feedback. We're also going to be out in the community. Right. Our first traveling city hall is next month on February 22nd. We're partnering with United Neighborhoods of Evansville for that first opportunity to engage with department heads and talk about, again, what matters to them most.
Well, listening is the key, is it not? Thank you, ladies. Congratulations.
Thanks
for being here.
We appreciate it.
We'll be back with more local lifestyles right after this. Stay with us.